I came from the underground. We started from the bottom, and I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to create a platform where I could connect and contribute to the hip-hop scene. I could showcase talent in Malaysia, across the region, and present it to the world.
Okay?
Hold on. Yeah.
Rolling, eh?
Rolling.
Okay, rolling.
Wait for cue, huh? Take Caesar.
One into the two, two into the three, one into the six. 16 Baris. Caesar.
For me, I wanted to elevate the game, I didn't care which crew you represented. It was all about skills. When you on 16 Baris, it doesn't matter how big of a star you are, your bars count. I mean, maybe I'm old school, but for me, first and foremost is the talent, the knowledge, your bars. Like, can you write? Does it make a person go like, damn, you said what? Oh snap, metaphors, wordplay, and then you have cadence, you have flow, you have delivery. These are all the elements that make a great MC, For you to be my favorite MC, you must have said some crazy shit that made me go, damn, I wish I had thought of that.
Regardless of what you did before that, you have a video out, you've done performance here and there, but this is a cypher show, like this is what defines you as an MC. Let alone the setup that day, there's only one mic. And we're not gonna adjust the levels for you. You have to showcase what you have. That's why they're here at the show. We believe that they're good enough to be the show. In the end, they pull it off, and everybody has managed to deliver.
I've always had this idea of putting on rappers, just getting them in. Everybody rap 16 bars over some nice beats, I wanted rappers from different crews to start interacting together. I wanted rappers from different ethnicities and backgrounds to be on the same show together. First, I listed all the rappers I wanted. There were some episodes that I wanted to pair this rapper with that rapper, but it just didn't happen. But episode 1 was important for me. It needs to start on the right note, and I wanted it to be Aman Ra. That's why I was really happy when he started it right too. He started with Assalamualaikum tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Salam perkenalan, what's up homie, wagwan. What? Like, that was like the perfect beginning,
Assalamualaikum tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Salam perkenalan, what's up homie, wagwan. Bukan yang maha agung tapi yang the great ones. Start now then B9 now me.
I had never been exposed to the value of a strong opening. You know what I mean? I've always been a man with the final say, so to speak. So 16 Baris has been a tremendous journey where everybody, especially a lot of people, think Aman Ra macam dia bagi salam tu cantik, dia mukadimah dia tu cantik, right? And it's this journey with 16 Baris that makes me go like, wow, there's also such a thing like kita punya masuk tu percaya, right? So when we were doing 16 Baris, which our expectations was already set, it's a YouTube thing. Internet-y, not very industrial, not macam dengan industri demi industri. But by 4 or 5 episodes in, that's when I go like, okay, this is, ni binatang ni lain ni. Because the viewership that a verse was getting matches like a hit single. Dia macam you're getting hundreds and thousands of views just over a 16-bar verse.
This is the truth. 16 Baris was made for an urban audience. but it crossed over to the mainstream audience. To them, maybe it's so new and it got them excited. There's a mixture of guys who have been around and new guys. The new guys need to stamp their mark, or the guys who have been pretty new, they need to move on to the next level. And whoever that's more established, they need to show why people think that, oh, okay, this guy, he's good, he's been around and he's good. It's kind of like a gateway. Let's say you're a kid from Bandung, Indonesia. You want to see what the Malaysian rappers are like. You can click, you can watch all the episodes and you can know, okay, I don't like this guy, I like this guy. And from there, like, okay, let's say I like M2A. Oh, I didn't know he's from Medan. Oh, okay, let's go and check out Medan. The more songs from M2A.
M2A, let's go! Yeah. We're right here from Mental, Medan City.
Sebelum berangkat ya pasti kita prepare lah matang kan, karena kita tahu istilahnya nge-rap nih di depan legend ya, Joe Flizzo, Gigi Siza. Dari lirik kan kita tahu nih apa yang mau kita sampein, kita mau represent apa. Yang pertama kali kan di situ di antara kami 3 episode aku, jadi di situ aku tengok wah sama Ultimate nih, jantung nih udah kayak mau copot wah kayak mana nih, aduh takut gagal nih, lupa blank apa segala macam. Shit lah, bantai lah, gak apa-apa. Yang penting pokoknya sampai power lah.
Pribadi saya semangat gitu kan, semangat tambah nervous lagi gitu, pressure aja gitu kan. Lawan juga rasa nervous ya, harus bisa gitu kan, ada kepuasan lah di situ. Senang, happy.
Kami ada di Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Terima kasih buat Joe Flizzo atas jamuannya, terutama buat DJ Jiza, 16 Baris, tetap semangat, tetap komunikasi. Yo, Medan, Jerry, mainkan teknikmu. Stamp to speak on the microphone. I'm a Jerry Fundamental, speak up like a dragon. Tarantula berbisa, mulut kaum pendosa. Di bawah standar serataku memangsa. Brutal posisi marginal, konsepsional.
Mungkin orang luar ngelihat Indonesia itu cuma Jakarta sama Bali. Tapi di sini kita pengen nunjukin kalau Medan itu ada. Dan Medan itu juga punya skill. Dan Medan itu juga berbahaya sebenarnya. Tapi mungkin belum dilihat. Tapi melalui 16 Baris, mindset teman-teman mungkin lebih terbuka lagi untuk itu ya, mengetahui bahwa kita ada dan masih ada. Itu sih, untuk impact yang benar-benar kerasa. Kita teman dari Medan semua pada excited. Salah satu legend dari Medan namanya Ucok Munte juga ikut ke Kuala Lumpur untuk nyaksiin syuting kita di 16 Baris. Jadi ketika udah kita siap syuting semua, jadi dia karena saking semangatnya, dia pengen cypher, udah berapi-api, jadi dia drop rhyme-nya langsung kayak,
Ayo, hip-hop adalah jiwa yang merampas proses perjuangan hingga menjadi warangan pohon dari empat cabang hidup. Rap adalah ekspresi jiwa dan kata-kata yang perlu menyampaikannya secara spontan dan semua bersurada. Dari keadaan dan lihat-lihat didengar dan dirasa. Dalam rap ada prosa, dalam rap ada puisi, dalam rap ada cerita. Berjuta kata hati, penuh arti, menjelaskan, mengajak, menghujat, memuji, menghargai, kedamaian dan cinta kembali. Perbedaan menjadi warna tetap dalam garisnya. Katakan, horas, 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 menjuah-juah man batak hina. Hip-hop selamanya. Easy.
Dropping some knowledge, man. Medan in the building, man. Shout out to Medan, Indonesia. Kita tetap tangga, Malaysia, Indonesia. Let's go, man. That's it. Thank you for coming, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you experience the best things when you do something, sincerely, when you have genuine enthusiasm behind it. And I felt like that was how we started. I wanted to make sure that every rapper sounded good. That's why we have the mics, we line it out to some Pro Tools, and we bring it back to the studio and we remix these vocals. So a lot of people don't know we do that. We just wanted to give, the viewers a really good show in terms of quality, production-wise,
I had a kind of, in a way, like a sneak peek over every episode. I was either there at the shoot or I was here making sure that everybody sounded great. Everybody came with their A game, but my job was to make that voice shine through. Like Hades, for example. You could tell, like, even I was there and I saw how nervous she was, but she came through and she murdered it. I wanted the whole world to hear what, this cute little rapper could bring to the world.
He gave me less than 24 hours to prepare for that. Can you imagine? I didn't sleep. I only slept for 30 minutes. The mic is the only thing that I want without even me knowing it. It's just, you want to convey your message, you want to propagate a certain experience that you felt before through arts, through poetry. You want to do it aesthetically. When everything came out and like how people responded to it, there's two type of recognition. Ada fame, ada respect. Alhamdulillah, I got respect. They acknowledge my ideas. They acknowledge my poetry. And it was in 16 Baris that all of this shit happened, the proper recognition for proper poetry, proper rap and stuff.
Like, I wanted to give some of these rappers like a purpose. Not every single rapper needed it, you know, like, you know, of course we've had established artists that, you know, I'm sure their careers would have gone on fine without 16 Baris, you know. But of course there are also like a large number of rappers that have benefited so much from this show. You know, some of the rappers we've discovered. First season we had 5 MCs that we found through Instagram. Give you an example, Lil J. I think one of his best friends like took a video of him rapping in the car and put it up and put hashtag 16 Baris. And we just messaged him directly. I just sent him a DM from my Instagram like, yo, I want you on this show. And this guy was shocked, you know, got shocked of his life.
From nowhere, just looking at that hashtag, that one video, and I'm in the show. And with 2 rappers I looked up to, man, I dream of this. And this is happening right now, you know. I dream of this and this is happening. All because of that one hashtag that I put on. If there's somebody that wants to rap, being on the 16 Baris right now is a huge thing. Like, you can be lucky as me, you know, get your chance to get in the show and drop your best bars. I mean, that's your chance, you know. 16 Baris is your way up. It's a great opportunity and it's a great thing to be on board 16 Baris.
16 Baris mini concert or concert at the Pública. Pergi, masuk je area Pública tu, you know they had the outdoor stage itu kan. Dah nampak orang lah. Right until the B, dah ramai gila dah, sampai even like cari parking sampai ke atas, sampai boat noodle they were standing in line.
That's when I realized that actually the whole havoc outside was because of 16 Baris, bro. Because I could hear everybody I was passing by was talking about the 16 Baris show, like tak boleh masuk ke, boleh masuk. All sorts of shit and the commotion was going on and I was like, wow, this shit is for real. This crowd is for hip-hop. And that's when it got real, because as soon as I got in, the first thing I was told was, Saiz, I'm so sorry, you can't bring your wife in.
Even my wife cannot get in. My boy from Ampang also cannot get in. I was like, what? Crack, one word, crack. I really did not expect that at all.
Ingat lagi, I was inside the B, but we still peek from inside lah, macam tengok dua tu kan. Semua orang macam, weh buka pintu lah weh, buka pintu lah weh, buka pintu lah weh and all that. Buka pintu, serak.
So initially, for safety purposes, we would get the right amount of people in first, you know, try to fill up the space and then get more people in. So the show started and then everything was going as planned.
16 Baris, are you ready? 16 Baris, make some noise for the first act. Sabala!
Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's not enough, saying you the hottest, you ain't even hot enough, no. Not enough, saying you the hottest, you ain't even hot enough, what? Hey, not enough. I can read through it, make a scene and call you bluff. Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Oh my God. It was chaos, dude. It was chaos. Like, I had to host the show, but at the same time, like, I know there's this crazy riot going on outside, you know?
Ultimate closed the show in the middle of his performance. The management told me to cut the music. Yo, cut it now. So I was like, okay, what's going on?
The lock of the main door broke. I heard the crack, I was like, okay, that's it.
tak kecil hati bila baca tweet. Bro, you sweet, bawa bertenang, okay aku delete. Yo, they broke the door, I don't know what's going on right there, but my name is Joe Blizzo. Thank you for supporting it.
We underestimated, the response. In true hip-hop fashion, that was hip-hop right there. Like, 4,000 people can't get into a show. That's hip-hop. If it was anything other than hip-hop or rock, they would have left. You wouldn't stay 5 hours. Malaysia has never had a sold-out hip-hop show like that. So obviously people were mad because they've never been to a show that they couldn't get into. I went on a tour for a whole week to apologize. I had to go on like all these top talk shows and just like, yeah, I'm sorry. And big shout out to, the police and security that they didn't shut us down completely. They were just there to make sure everybody was safe. Although like a lot of people couldn't get in, but trust me when I say this, like your presence outside made a major impact as well because Malaysia learned after that, like, wow, this is a movement and it's a real movement and it's, it made Malaysia realize like, yo, what the hell is going on here? Look, these guys have created like, this is like a cult? What's going on, you know what I mean? We proved to everyone that this show is organic. It wasn't a manufactured kind of like phenomenon. We made a big statement tonight, like hip hop is here to stay. Hip hop is not divided. We stand strong together and we are the voice of the peoples. I didn't want it to end, honestly. I felt like, number one, I felt bad because, we didn't give the fans what they wanted, or rather, not everybody could experience the show. So what we did was, with the entire team, we went straight to work right after the Pública incident, and we decided as a group that we're gonna throw a concert, a proper concert, probably the biggest concert ever held in Malaysian hip hop history. When we were planning, the directors of Shine Fest, or the people that were behind Shine Fest, they reached out to us and they were like, can we give 16 Baris a stage?
I'm the lonely cowboy. No government name, no known address, no phone number, no way to reach me if you don't know who I am. I just creep through the shadows. Now you see me, now you don't. Then I'm gone.
I'm so excited, man. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed right now. You can't even tell, but it's gonna be a great experience. Malaysia, Singapore represent hip hop in the building. Let's go, Shine Fest.
I'm from the belly of the beast, otherwise known as the streets, and that's where the carnivores feast. Even in silence, I'm marching to my own drum. A law unto myself, I'm answering to no one. I'm a mysterious figure, and even with my hat low, I see the bigger picture.
The show is great, it's amazing. It's great to be back in my hometown. The crowd was on point, everybody was on point, energy level was through the roof, so yeah.
Loved every performance. See you next week at 16 Baris concert. It's gonna be bananas.
Shine Fest, SG, wrap it up. It was a good show, it was a blast. We had fun, everybody had fun, the crowd had fun. And we want to do this again, man. Shine Fest, get at us, 16 Baris. Yeah.
The fact that Shine Festival, an international festival, reached out to us, I think that was great achievement for the brand. Hopefully we got many more showcases to come. We've already got requests from other festivals that want to put on 16 Baris. We're taking 16 Baris out of the barbershop and putting everybody on a big stage. It's great to be able to present Malaysian music to the world,
Super amped. I look very calm, but inside I'm like I just went and saw the crowd and everybody's like super pumped up right now, and I hope they give me all that energy later on tonight because we're about to raise the roof out here. He lost his pants, so we're trying to find his pants.
Hi guys, Sabala lawan ni geng lawan La Familia Rock Squad.
To Joe Frizo, thank you for this opportunity.
You made Malaysian hip hop alive again. It's alive and kicking.
Yo, I'm feeling amazing. The crowd was amazing.
So, tengok crowd pun memang ramai, memang tambah lagi semangat lah untuk perform.
Lit bro, lit.
Good, we're good man.
What a historical night. 16 baris. Siapa tak datang rugi. So lit bro, so lit.
Saya rasa this is the best show yang saya pernah buat lah. Amazing. Yeah.
In case y'all didn't know, 45 years ago, in the Bronx, New York City, a DJ by the name of Cool Herc had a block party at a party, and that has been regarded as the birthday of hip-hop. On the 11th of August, 1973 was when hip-hop was born, and today is the 11th of August, 2018. That means today, hip-hop is 45 years old. And the Numbers Baris had 45 rappers. And you guys are all here to witness history.
On that day, again, the stars were aligned. Years from now, this is going to go down in history as, as a very momentous occasion for Malaysian hip hop. We celebrated hip hop's birthday with like 5,000 fans. It was just meant to be.
45th birthday, 11th of August, 45 rappers. That has to count for something, right? I mean, we must be doing something right here. And the team, they know that until like, I think a week before the show, right? Something like that. And then we realized that, oh wow, it was almost like a prophecy, It's just how the universe works, you know what I mean? And we're, again, very grateful to be able to witness and experience it firsthand.
On Hip Hop in Asia, with 16 baris, whatever me and Caesar do, whatever we touch turns to gold, boy. Boom.
I think for the longest time, like Malaysian hip hop was trying to find its voice, was trying to find its style, was trying to find its sound. In recent years, we're able to discover like who we are. And I feel like 16 Baris, the show, like documented all of this. It was a display of the distinct styles that Malaysian rappers have. Watching rappers backstage turning up to rappers on stage, like everyone just appreciating each other's craft, each other's music. It's crazy to think that one event brought together like everyone, like the whole hip-hop community. I was just there for like 2-3 hours max, but I spent most of that night in the ambulance with Alivs, and the door was closed, but like on and off we would get other rappers like coming to check in to see if Alivs was doing okay.
I don't mean to just walk off the stage, apologize about that, because I was performing and I was just like rapping and I just like look at Caesar because I wanted to puke. I couldn't really focus because I was hyperventilating. Couldn't breathe on stage. I almost passed out on stage. You're trying to give it 110%, but with that thing just like fucking you up. I was pissed at myself, bro. Yeah.
I busted my knee. I'm never gonna forget that. The minute it hit and I fell, I was like, I can't get up, so I just crawled to the front of the stage. I was like, the show must go on. I waited the whole day and the whole year to do this. And I could not get off stage without getting the crowd what they wanted. So then the minute I got off stage, David carried me all the way to the exit, where then the medical team kind of assisted from there. The next morning, oof, excruciating pain. So I went to the hospital, and then that's when I found out. Yep, I tore my meniscus. I need surgery, but like, it was worth it though. It's completely worth it.
Everyone who was on that roster, if they had the opportunity to perform again at a 16 Baris concert, they would, because like you say, it was history in the making. I feel that like if you read out 10 years from now, they will say the first time a hip hop concert of this size and great and scale was the 16 Baris at the Duta Tennis Stadium, you know.
16 Baris has given a very, very impactful effect on the Malaysian music scene. It has become a hip-hop industry, not just a scene, you get what I mean? I'm so thankful to 16 Baris. I can see that a lot of female rappers sekarang muncul and like they have become more daring, and I like to see more of that. Be brave to, you know, express yourself through the hip-hop culture, yeah.
16 Baris, for me personally, it's a whole package that, you know, how an artist and a human being should actually be. When I was actually recording the episode, I was actually going through a very emotional time. I was under depression. 16 Baris actually gave me a lot of confidence, opening my eye that, you know, a human being have to actually move on, you know.
Yeah, I would have never thought, you know, it would reach that level. Like, get somebody out of depression. See, you never know what goes through a person's mind, or you never know what a person is going through in life. That's why I try to stay humble and just, you know, not really pick on people, you know, because you never know what might just push a person over the edge. Or, on the flip side, what might give that person that helping hand that he's always needed. You know, so I'm happy to be the latter rather than the former. And some of these acts have gone on to become stars. Look at Faris Jabbar, Young Raja, wow.
Life changed, for sure. Life changed. This one I can speak for both me and Faris. Like we knew it was an opportunity for us. We knew it was a big opportunity that was given to us, and it's our responsibility to do it well.
We were kind of like, okay, take the baton, let's run. You know what I mean? That was the feeling. And this is your chance to shine the brightest, to be spotted. This is like the hottest thing right now in Malaysia and Singapore. The hottest thing at 16 Baris. What else is hotter than 16 Baris, man?
We didn't have that many things going on. Like 16 Baris at that time, it was the biggest thing that happened to us, and this is such a profound journey. Like how everything happened was timed so well. When we think back, it's like, to us, it was a defining moment. It was a dream come true.
Joe said something to me that really impacted me. And he told me, he was like, you can go to number one easily. He said that, but you gotta stay hungry for 20 years. He said these exact same words. Don't do it if you're not gonna stay hungry for 20 years. And I was like, and I secretly put in my phone, yeah, don't do it if you're not hungry for 20 years. Joe, you did it, man. Thank you so much. I know you like to say you're welcome. But again, thank you. You made us famous overnight. Well, I don't know why you did it, but you did it, man.
Just as somebody that's been in the scene, you know, for a long time, I guess some responsibilities do fall on my shoulder. I can choose to just live my life, do my shows, do my thing, concentrate on my work. But being in a unique position where I can help the scene, why not? You know, why not help? And, you know, I feel like, you know, we've, you know, managed to contribute to the scene, and not just hip-hop scene, but the music scene in general. The fans these days, just the way they dissect the lyrics and just study and analyze every single bar, I was so happy to see that as a nation, you know, Malaysians have reached that level of understanding of hip-hop.
It's amazing, you know, it makes you kind of like, it makes you feel like young again. You know, it's sort of like a fresh new start for hip-hop, you know, like how it was back in the day, you know, when people are still hungry for the music, right?
It's a beautiful thing. Many years ago, reporters or the industry, label people were doubting us a lot. And I told them they were wrong. 20 years later, we've proved to you that, look, we are educated, intelligent individuals, that come together to create good music and make a positive impact on our listeners, on our youth. I feel like we created history, For me, I'm always trying to set new targets and achieve new things, bigger things. The natural thing to do will be to grow this brand. Asia is next. You might just see Namblas Baris presented to you in a different language with a different host in a different country. You know what I mean? I gotta give a big shout out to my entire team. Everybody at Rocket Fuel, everybody at Cartel. The team has been doing a wonderful job. I'm just the guy in front of the camera. And all our sponsors, Tune Talk, JD Sports, Pepsi, they understand what we want to achieve with the show. But the main people I really have to thank, are the fans. The ones that wait every Friday, 3 p.m. These same fans are the ones that, have been our main supporters, the reason why this show is a success. So again, from the bottom of my heart, we love you. Everything we do on the show is for you guys, and we wouldn't be here without your love and support. So yeah, thank you very much.